7 kilometers off the Tamale-Bolgatanga Road at Disiga is Saakpuli. The Saakpuli slave site is an 18th century slave market. During the transatlantic slave trade, there were only 4 slave towns in Dagbon, namely Karaga, Savulugu, Yendi, and Saakpuli. Saakpuli was the biggest center where slaves were bought, sold, and transported to the coast for export. Slaves from the markets were often exchanged for kola nuts, cowries, and gold. We first stopped at the Saakpuli slave well. Mr. Hassan Bako, our tour guide, is rich in the history of Saakpuli slave trade.
At the time, Saakpuli was 4 communities which is very large. That is Karaga, Savulugu, Yendi, and Saakpuli. Because of the biggest, that's why they bring the market to Saakpuli. When they are to catch the slaves, they will just gather with some people, attack some village. When they succeed, then they will make the selections, those who are healthy, and come to the market for sale.
Mr. Baku said the slaves drank and took their baths prior to being transported to the slave market for sale.
The time that they are catching them, they are dying because of this. And they think, those who are catching them think that let's look around to see where we can get the wells for the water to store for them to drink. They dig it more than 20 wells. When you enter this well, you can go to the next one.
It was surprising to learn that apart from forcibly attacking villages for slaves, many families also sold their healthy children to make some money to cater for their large families. We headed to the slave market, the largest in Dagbon at the time. At the heart of the community stands an ancient baobab tree, the converging point for the Saakpuli slave markets. Slaves were chained to the root of the tree until they were sold to merchants and traders. Today, the tree and sign mark one of several slave sites in the history of Ghana's slave trade. What is also significant about the baobab tree in the slave market is that 2 of the sprawling roots have 1 hole each in them. We are made to believe that these holes were used by the slave dealers as receptacles for cowrie shells. This is a local mausoleum built by the community to preserve some of the remnants of the slave trade. These dug-out artifacts confirm the existence of the slave market. There are earthenware bowls weighing cowries, tobacco pipes, chains, among others.
Oh, what is it used for? What was it?
That is their bowl.
The slave bowl?
Yeah, that they used to eat. Put food inside. 10, 15 people will
Gather around it and eat.
To chain them.
Oh.
After over 500 years following Saakpuli slave trade, the community has tried to protect the remains of the slave trade. However, time and age are fast catching up. Mr. Al-Hassan said the Ghana Tourism Authority, organizations and individuals have visited the community and promised to help develop the area for tourism purposes, but this has not happened yet. The chief of Saakpuli, Abubakar Al-Hassan, was not happy about how the site has been deserted, though it is one of Ghana's heritage sites. The slave market at Saakpuli is virtually intact except for the artifacts retrieved from the sites that are losing their relevance and the mud hut that houses those remains. The baobab tree at the slave market is significant in terms of the images and memories that it evokes, as well as the present ritual performance that occur under.